Hey guys, what's going on? RJ Game News USA here. And I just wanted to say, I think it should be pretty obvious by now. The New York Knicks are pretty fucking stupid. Like, obviously fucking stupid. They fired their head coach, Tom Thibodeau. Now you may be thinking, what the actual fuck? Didn't they actually just get to the Eastern Conference Finals and almost get to the NBA Finals? Didn't they beat the Boston Celtics? Yes, they did. And they fired their coach. So let's talk about it. If you like this kind of content, please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. First of all, if you're a Knicks fan, I would say I feel for you, but I really don't give a shit about you because you basically cheered when Jason Tatum got hurt. So you reap what you sow. So what happened here? What is the deal? First, to talk about Tom Thibodeau, we have to ask, what is the deal with coaches who are successful getting fired anyway? You know, back in my day, winning and losing determined whether or not you got to keep your job as a coach. Now it just seems like it's more about, can I be your buddy? Can I be your friend? Can I be your pal? And in this case, Tom Thibodeau was apparently not the GM's buddy or the owner's pal. So guess what? He gone. But to understand, you got to think, though, Mike Malone got fired by the Nuggets. The Grizzlies fired their coach despite making the playoffs. And now this is even crazier. You make the conference finals. Like, if you guys don't watch a lot of NBA, maybe you watch NFL, this would be like the Buffalo Bills firing Sean McDermott after getting to the AFC Championship game. Maybe you could say, oh, well, he can't get over the KC hump. Okay, all right, I'll use a different example. That'd be like Washington, who hasn't been to the NFC Championship game in forever, firing, what's his nuts? Dan Quinn after his successful season. It would make no sense. It would make no sense at all. Guys, the New York Knicks haven't had back-to-back 50-win seasons since 1995. 95. The New York Knicks haven't been to a conference title game since 1999. And you're firing him? I mean, the New York loved him. The Knicks loved him. Even more so, Jalen Brunson was asked, hey, do you trust Thibodeau in the future? And he's like, is that even a question or whatever? Brunson loves Thibodeau, and Brunson's your star. What are you doing? What are you doing? You know, and I love it, though. I absolutely love it because I hate the Knicks, and anytime they fuck up like this and go back to being a garbage team, I will be more than happy to cheer it on. They are going to be garbage next year. Watch and see. So there's a couple theories floating around out there that maybe they fired him to bring in a coach for Giannis. First of all, Giannis doesn't need that and doesn't want that. That's not how Giannis operates. Giannis is very old school. He's not calling shots like LeBron or somebody telling you, fire this guy, hire this guy. Don't buy it. Second of all, if the New York Knicks think they're getting Giannis, they are laughably stupid. Laughably stupid. What could you possibly give Milwaukee that they would want for Giannis? There are way better trading partners out there. The Spurs can offer the best package. They really can. The Houston Rockets, and not only that, but I'm pretty sure the Bucks would want to send Giannis out west anyway, not have to deal with him in the East, right? So the only way I can see Giannis going to the New York Knicks is if he wants to stick it to the Pacers specifically. But other than that, I don't buy it. I don't think there's a coach out there that makes sense to bring in. If you bring in Mike Malone, Mike Malone's very similar to Tom Thibodeau. So what are you doing? So I don't really know if there's some young hotshot they want to hire or whatever. It doesn't make any sense. You're coming off your best season. If you weren't coming off your best season, that makes more sense. This makes no fucking sense at all. But the Knicks will be nicking. The Knicks will be nicking. That is the truth. And this is a Knicks move. True and true. God damn. Yeah, we got to talk about that Knicks owner. James Dolan, one of the worst owners in all of sports. He's went through 12 head coaches. 12. What kind of job security is that? What kind of job security is the NBA coach nowadays? People get fired after a year. People get fired despite winning. I think Tom Thibodeau is clearly at least a top 10 coach in the NBA, maybe a top 5. If I didn't already have a good coach in Joe Mazzulla for the Celtics, I would love for Tom Thibodeau to be my head coach. I would. You know, a lot of people criticize him not going to the bench or, he used to be the coach of Derrick Rose, so they're a point guard centric, sort of ball dominant offense. You know what? It seems like it worked out pretty good. The results should speak for themselves, but apparently not. So, again, Knicks fans, sorry, not sorry. You all suck. You all are going to suck again. You've always sucked. This was a phony year, and you just fired one of the best things going on for you. So, have fun with that. Peace.